Nama Om Vishnu Padaya Krishna Pristaya Bhutale Simate Bhakti Vedanta Swami Niti Namine Namaste Saraswati Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Sunyavadi Paschata Deshatarine Om Jnana Timirandasya Gyananjana Shalakaya Chakshurudlitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha Sri Chaitanya Manobhistam Stapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadamaya Dati Swapradantikam Vandeham Shri Guru Shri Juta Padakamalam Shri Guru Vaishnavamscha Shri Rupam Sagrajatan Sahagana Tam Sajivam Sadvaitam Savadutam Parijana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Sri Radha Krishna Pradam Sagana Lalita Sri Visakanvitamscha He Krishna Karuna Sindhu Dinabandho Jagatpate Gopesa Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namaste Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Visabhanu Sute Devi Pranamami Haripriye Vancha Kalpatarubhyascha Kripa Sindhubhya eva cha Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha Jai Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Sri Advaita Gadadhar Sivasadi Gaura Bhaktavrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. One more time. Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna. So once again, I'd like to thank you all for coming and for me also to be here. I'm very happy to meet you again. This evening, what we plan to discuss is some of the important quotes coming from our Guru Maharaj, taken from different places like his lectures, conversations with devotees, some of his Vyasa Puja offerings also. This will give us not the whole picture, but some of the facets of different ways how we can reflect on Guru Maharaj's dedication to Srila Prabhupada specifically in his mission, spiritual realization, and especially emphasis on practical application of bhakti, devotional service. You think it's okay?
Yes.
I didn't see it. You say okay? Like this? Yes, like this. Yeah, Indian, yes. Like this is no, like this. So, yes, there'll be like not very comprehensive, but we will mention some of those important quotes or what Prabhupada says specific topics. We will start with uh, Guru Seva and Srila Prabhupada. And Srila Prabhupada and Guru Seva. Guru Seva means service to the spiritual master. On Srila Prabhupada, he says, we should never forget that everything we have is by the mercy of Srila Prabhupada. That's true. The reason why we are here this evening having this sadhu sangha is due to Srila Prabhupada's mercy. Without his mercy means sacrifice to come to America at the age of 70. We don't know where we'll be at this moment. We'll be lost, completely lost, because material energy is so strong that this is her main service to put the conditioned souls more and more into illusion and not to let them get out of this material world. Srila Prabhupada's mission is the opposite of Maya's service. Even though Maya, she is a pure devotee, Prabhupada is a pure devotee also. But their way of serving the Supreme Lord is in a different way. So Srila Prabhupada has given us the opportunity to get out of this material world, and these are all His mercy. Coming from the line of disciplic succession, starting from Lord Krishna himself, because he's the one ultimately would like to have the conditioned souls to go back home, back to Godhead. And as pure representative of the Supreme Lord, Srila Prabhupada took this duty or message to come to the English-speaking world uh, to give us Krishna consciousness. Prabhupada says, I have given you this fortune because in those days devotees, they're wondering where did they get the fortune to take up the process of Krishna consciousness. And Prabhupada says, I gave you this fortune. This is Prabhupada's mercy. The best way to glorify the spiritual master is to follow his instructions sincerely and seriously. The best way to glorify the spiritual master. It is good that when we say Hare Krishna, Jai Guru Maharaj, Jai Guru Dev, that's good. That's expression also of glorification. But the main purpose of glorifying the Supreme Lord's pure devotee is for our own benediction. It is for our own benefactor. We're benefit. It is for our own benefit. Um, it's like when we worship the Supreme Lord's pure devotee, it is the Lord who is also feeling very happy. It says that worship of the Lord is great, but worship of his devotee is greater because we go through the representatives or the pure devotees in order to reach the lotus feet of the Supreme Lord. And we cannot do that. We cannot reach the lotus feet of the Supreme Lord without glorifying the spiritual master. And glorifying the spiritual master is following his instructions sincerely. It's like Vani is more important than Vapu. Our spiritual master is not us with anymore physically. Same with Srila Prabhupada. But how is it that our movement continues to become stronger and stronger? Because the followers, they are sincerely following the instructions. Sincerely, seriously. Seriously means very much absorbed. Sincerely also, similarly, means focus. Sincerity, sincere is focus. So if we're focused on following the instructions and not halfway or 75%, we should try to follow 100%. Then we'll get full mercy of the Supreme Lord's intimate servant. Srila Prabhupada gave his life to give us Krishna consciousness. We should give our life to serve his mission. So yes, Prabhupada gave us Krishna consciousness. So an act of being grateful is to reciprocate. It says also that we cannot we cannot repay back the fortune that we receive, the mercy, the blessings. Everything is always due to Srila Prabhupada or our spiritual master. Whenever Prabhupada will be praised, whenever he'll be glorified, he'll always, this is only due to the mercy of my spiritual master, Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur. So we should give our life to his mission, to Srila Prabhupada, and to our spiritual master. It's like right now also, before coming here, we just passed by that place where a new center in Dublin will be established to help the local devotees, the community here, uh, become Krishna conscious more and more, and also to help others to be Krishna conscious. So this is a great impetus for us to be inspired to dedicate our life to the mission of Srila Prabhupada. We should always be thinking how to spread Krishna consciousness. As Prabhupada says, you should tax your brain. Tax your brain in order to do this. Could be in Harinam, could be book distribution, prasadam distribution. Make it as a regular daily routine. Um, it may not be like our full-time devotees in the temple who are engaged 24 hours, but especially for grihastas, whenever they have fine time, try to also contribute as a matter of gratitude to Srila Prabhupada to help spread Krishna consciousness. And he says, Guru Maharaj says, we should give our life. There's no such thing as part-time devotee. You're not part-time devotee. You may be living at home with your family, with your children, but it's not that, oh, part-time. No, you're also full-time. Full-time in such a way that Krishna is the center of your daily activities. You may be doing your job or children goes to school, but the main thing is to always be remembering Krishna and never forget him in any circumstance, in any situation. These are some quotes now from Guru Maharaj on preaching and mission. This movement will expand through dedicated devotees who are willing to sacrifice their personal comfort for the service of Lord Chaitanya. Yes, work has to be done as a sacrifice. Yajñartat karmano yatra loko yam karma banda tad altam karma kunteya mukta sangha samachara. That work has to be done as a sacrifice for the pleasure of Lord Krishna or for the devotees. Otherwise, work done without sacrifice will create more and more karma. And karma means more repeated birth and death. So, in serving the Supreme Lord, Srila Prabhupada gave up his personal comfort. He went to America. He's already in Vrindavan. He's already in the place where one can completely be absorbed by doing his bhajan. his worship and glorification of the Lord in the land of Lord Krishna. But he preferred to fulfill the instructions coming from his Guru Maharaj, Srila Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur, to spread the movement all over the world. Mm. When he was in the Philippines also, he told to Burijan Prabhu, I had a desire to save the entire universe, to give Krishna consciousness to the entire universe. So that not only mean this planet, Earth. Planet is too small for Prabhupada. He's thinking about universally. What's that? Think big, act locally. Think big, act locally. So, yes, without sacrifice, without austerity, then we will not be able to achieve a goal which is seemingly impossible. But we have to try. Ours is only a proposal. We're not going to drill this into their heads. But those who have a little bit of intelligence, they will take up to the practice of Krishna consciousness. A little bit of intelligence means a little bit of faith. That's the beginning of bhakti, shraddha. So it's a sacrifice to attain that Krishna consciousness. And first and foremost is we have to put aside our personal ambition, our personal comfort. It's like our Guru Maharaj, he never stopped. From the very beginning, he's like full throttle, keep going. No such thing as rest. It's like rest is not in his dictionary. To set as a good example, to set as the best example. This is the acharya. Acharya means they act in such a way to show the best example how to execute a pure devotional service. So our Guru Maharaj sacrificed so much. He gave up his personal comfort to teach us to follow in his footsteps. And in this way, one day we'll become dedicated devotees. 100%. Do not just admit or do not just admire Srila Prabhupada. Emulate him. Follow in his footsteps. Yes, we cannot imitate Srila Prabhupada. No, we cannot imitate pure devotees of the Lord. To be a pure devotee of the Lord, we have to pay the price. We have to follow the process. It's a science. Krishna consciousness is a science. It's been tried and proven. We just need to apply it to ourselves. Gradually, we'll make advancement. We may want to speed up, but then the more we speed up, the more sacrifice there will be. We cannot speed up and not ready to pay the price in executing bhakti. So it's better be gradual. I was talking with one devotee in Mayapur. And in the beginning, when he got the job, in the working field, he found it so difficult to chant his rounds. He was not able to chant 16 rounds. He was not able to chant no rounds at all. So he told me, I asked him, so what did you do? Whereas I started chanting 2 rounds first. Then it eventually became 4 rounds. Then after some times it became 8 rounds. He was already initiated because at the time of initiation means there is an agreement between the guru and the disciple. The disciple promised to chant minimum 16 rounds and follow the four regulative principles. But sometimes it's very difficult to do that, to chant 16 rounds. So he told me gradually, then 8 rounds, then 12 rounds, then 16 rounds. He divided those rounds throughout the whole day. At least half of the rounds, 8 rounds, focus, not like, while driving. Prabhupada, doesn't like that also. If my driver will be chanting while driving, I will tell. Chanting while driving is extra rounds, according to our Guru Maharaj. Because you're not focused. Yeah, you're just chanting for the sake of chanting. It's like words coming out. You cannot meditate on the holy name. So try to get up early in the morning before going to work. Don't get up just before going to bed or going to work. There's some devotees like that, habit. It's a mode of rajas, rajagun, and tamagun also. Why get up late? Many devotees, while traveling, they get up, they have morning programs. That is a sacrifice. That's getting out of their comfort zone. Yeah. Some devotees, one devotee in Toronto, he told me he gets up at 2:30. Of course, he's probably retired. He's not working. Yes, in Atlanta, Gita Mataji, she has 4:30 Arctic. But we're not expecting the Grihastas to follow the same way. Not many of you can do that. But at least do your Mangalartik by 5:30. 5:30. Other than that, because the sun rises in summertime, 5:30, right? Yeah. Brahma Muhurta. Even Lord Krishna, he followed the same way for us. He was waking up at 2:30 when the rooster, the first crowing of the rooster in Dwarka. And Queen Rukmini, she will be upset. All the queens will be upset, not just her, because Krishna will wake up and they will curse the dawn for the sun rising. It has to be done. Otherwise, there is no such thing as spiritual life. Prabhupada says, no morning program, no spiritual life. Do not just admire Srila Prabhupada, emulate him, follow in his footsteps. If you do something to help another person become a devotee of Krishna, Krishna never forgets it. Guru Maharaj says this. So Krishna is all attractive. That's the meaning of Krishna, all attractive. He's the most beautiful, most admirable. Everyone attracts Krishna, is attracted to Krishna. Or Krishna attracts everyone. So now, how to attract the all attractive? It is possible. It is possible to attract or get the attention of the most. Um, it's like how can you get the attraction of Trump? It's not possible. Forget that. But we can get the attraction of Lord Krishna through our service attitude, especially when we are endeavoring or making efforts to also introduce Krishna consciousness to a new person. Yes. If we are endeavoring in that way, then Krishna becomes so obliged and he will never forget that. Um, Prabhupada says Krishna is more eager than us for us to go back home, back to Godhead, than we do. So to carry the same anxiety, to carry the same desire as Lord Krishna, the mood of Lord Krishna is trying to save everyone. Uh, and if we carry the same mood, then Krishna never forgets, and Krishna will protect the devotee. So our Guru Maharaj is like this also. He's doing, he did. Every time we travel, I ask him, why do you have to go again and again? Um, he says, to ensure that my disciples, that they are making advancement in Krishna consciousness, that they're chanting their rounds, following the things that I told them to do, and to meet new devotees. To meet new devotees. So, yes, if we are there ready and eager to help another person to become a devotee of Lord Krishna, then Krishna is most pleased. Is most pleased. If we can make one devotee of the Lord, then our going back to Godhead is definitely sure. Dhruva Maharaj, he made his mother a devotee. That in the end, the mother also went with Dhruva Maharaj. Yes. Or his mother made him a pure devotee because he's the one who was looking for solution how to have a kingdom better than his father. And then she told him, oh, I've heard, the sages says if you have any problem, you go to the forest because in the forest you will meet Lord Vishnu. So she's like the one who directed him. Okay, next. On bhakti and devotional service. Guru Maharaj says, the success of our life lies in becoming a humble servant of the Lord. So this is the first quality that we need to develop. Humility. Without humility, one cannot make progress in Krishna consciousness. Humility means obedience. It's like in a school, the first qualification of the students is obedience to the teachers. And to be obedient, you have to be humble. You have to respect. Respect must be there. Humility without respect is not humility. It is false. It is like external show. Well, in the beginning, we may not have that humble attitude when Prabhupada first came to America. So he would give lectures in 22nd Avenue. How many of you have been there in New York? The birthplace of ISKCON. So whenever he will come in to give the class and sit on his dais, um, everyone will pay obeisances to Swamiji. But there's this one newcomer. He's just standing there. He's not offering obeisances. So this happened a few times. And then one day he called this newcomer. He's asking, why you're not paying obeisances? This is the duty of the disciple. Whenever he sees the spiritual master, even from far away, one should offer obeisances. And when the spiritual master comes closer, pay another obeisances. I did that when we were doing a Japa walk, I think in Washington, D.C. So, because there's so many of us, then we cannot all walk together. So, only few devotees were walking with Guru Maharaj, and some were walking with me. So I told him, whenever we see Guru Maharaj, we should all pay obeisances, okay? So they're walking on the other side. It was far away, we offer obeisances, and then when he gets closer, we pay obeisances. Guru Maharaj says, what are you doing? What are you doing? So it's a sign of respect with awe. And then this one newcomer says, I don't feel inside to bow down. Why should I bow down? If you don't feel, then I can. It's artificial. Prabhupada says, in the beginning, you may not have that feeling. It is not there. But at least you bow down. Eventually, that feeling will come. Same thing. Why do we bow down to the Lord? I mean, no one bows down in this world. No one bows down. It's like when devotees bow down to, like the spiritual master, and a non-devotee sees this. He feels surprised. What's happening? What's going on? They think something is wrong. We were in Australia, and I was about to leave Melbourne, so we had our godbrothers saying goodbye. And when the car is about to leave, I went inside the car, and everyone bowed down. So some onlookers, they say, "What's going on? Is there anything wrong? Do we have to call the ambulance or something?" They thought, because everyone bowed down, they think something happened. So no, uh, we should be always humble. This is the third sloka of the Sikshastakam also. This is the um, secret of how we can chant constantly, to be humbler than a blade of grass, more tolerant than a tree, be always ready to offer respect to others and not expecting any respect for oneself. Mm. And to always think that we're servants of servant uh, of the Supreme Lord. So the success of our life lies in becoming humble servant of the Supreme Lord. Real bhakti begins when we want to please Krishna, not ourselves. Um, Eventually, we should be in that platform. real bhakti, genuine bhakti. In the beginning, as neophytes, then because we don't have so much faith, that we are hesitant, we are always weighing things. Shall I do everything for Krishna? Or shall I do a little bit for Krishna? Or shall I do more for myself? The fear is there of surrender. Even though the Shastra says, Sarvadharman Parichaja, surrender everything, but Krishna is asking too much, isn't it? No, because first of all, we don't own anything. Everything belongs to Krishna. What is it that we are to surrender? Our ego. Krishna has everything. What can we give that makes Krishna more full? It's already full. It's like the ocean. Ocean is always full. What is our one bucket of water that can make the ocean become more full? Nothing. What is it that our offering of the lamp to the moon that will make the moon more brighter? What is it that we can give uh, 2 palmfuls of Ganga water? It came from Ganga and still we're offering back to Ganga. How is that? We're offering something that belongs to Ganga. So what is it that we're offering? Our love. Our love. Ourself. Our very self. That means to please Krishna. Give up our ego, our propensity to think that we are the enjoyer, to think that we are the proprietor. Then Krishna will be pleased. Then that is real bhakti. Don't be lazy in spiritual life, Guru Maharaj says. Don't be lazy in spiritual life. Be determined and enthusiastic. Krishna sees your effort. This is what Krishna only wants to see from us. Our trying, our trying, our endeavor, whatever little we can offer to Krishna, Krishna will reward us unlimitedly. We've heard that story of the fruit vendor, yeah, in the Krishna book. Yes?
Yes.
You remember that? Because she was captivated by the beauty of Lord Krishna. She was ready to give all her merchandise, all her fruits, for a few grains when he went inside Nanda Baba's palace, because he was seeing all of this barterings. If you want something, you change. So he went, he took a handful, but then because there is some space or gaps here in between the fingers, most of them already slipped. Only few left. And the Aborigine, the sales lady, the fruit vendor, happily accept whatever is there. And she gave everything, all the fruits. And when she left, she was carrying the basket and it became heavy because she put the grains there. And the basket, when she looked, it became full of precious gems, stones, jewelries, ornaments, unlimitedly. Because he wants to please Krishna, Krishna reciprocates much more. Same with Sudama Vipray's story. he just brought some 4 handfuls of cheap rice, and Lord Krishna ate some. Look, the reciprocation. So real bhakti begins when we want to please Krishna, and don't be lazy in spiritual life. Don't be lazy. Lazy is the enemy of bhakti. Lethargic. People are not lazy. People work so hard. They have 3 types of jobs. One full time and 2 part times. And still, they're not enough. It's not enough. They still want to work. Um, there's this one devotee in New Jersey. He says, Maharaj, when I first came to America, I was working for a computer company, IT, and I will work for 16 hours. 16 hours. And I practically did not leave that computer. And my wife, she will be feeding me to eat. I don't have time to eat. That's not laziness, isn't it? But spiritually, he felt like, hey, why I have to work this much? Why I have to work so hard? So our time to serve Krishna during the whole day may be not as long as the time that we spend working in the, let's say, corporate world or in the working field. But that time that we should spend, that we must spend with Krishna, should be quality time. We have to do it enthusiastically. In the beginning, again, because we don't have taste for hearing and chanting, we don't have taste for spiritual life, then we have to make an effort. And how we can do that? Associate with those devotees who are enthusiastic and they are inspiring, very inspiring to be with. So search for those kind of devotees, and in this way, um, Krishna sees our effort. Um, Krishna sees the intention of our activities, not just the actual action, but what is behind the action. That is more important. Krishna wanted to see from us. Guru Maharaj says, whether you are sweeping the floor or giving lecture, if it is done with devotion, it pleases Krishna. Whether you're doing artik or doing anything, washing the Lord's plates, all the activities, we have to remind ourselves that we have to do it with love and devotion. That is the main ingredient for everything that we do. In our daily routine, daily activities, everything has to be done with love and devotion. It is not just only the pujaris who will do it with love and devotion. Cooking also should be done with love and devotion. Everything that we do. Okay, and purity and sadhana. Chanting without offense is the key to success in spiritual life. Chanting without offense. That's the ultimate goal, to chant without any offense. And how how we can chant without any offense. Ultimately, we have to be attentive while chanting. This is what Bhaktivinoda Thakur says. The root cause of offenses while chanting the holy name is inattentiveness. Attentive, focus, again, dedicated time between you and Krishna. That is the chanting of the holy name. So, never compromise on your sadhana. It is your lifeline. Lifeline. What do you mean by lifeline? That means our life depends on it. Yeah. Our spiritual life depends on it. So, sadhana, having good sadhana cannot be overemphasized. It is part of our daily routine. If you want to have a good day, then have a good sadhana. Your day depends on the sadhana. Should never compromise. Maybe someday we're not feeling well. I know in some Grihastha ashram, both the husband and wife they share together the morning program, especially if they have deities. I know some grihasthas they will do the deity worship every day. They will bathe the deities, not just offering some crackers or baby food. I've seen some devotees, they will offer cereals and milk. It's like a baby feeding a baby. That's fine. That's okay. But you can do better than that. You can make some sweets. Krishna likes mithai, isn't it? You do some rasgulla or burfi. And if you can do it. For those who's been doing every Ekadasi is changing the clothes of their deities and doing the full Abhishek, why not do it once a week now? If you're doing for like 20 years or 10 years or 5 years, every Ekadasi, try to increase. Do it weekly. And now, if the Mataji is not working, she's at home and tending the household chores, why not every day? Yeah, every day also. Attend also right now. There are many Zoom classes, daily sadhana. You can attend the reading or chanting also. They have this japa group. They're doing that now. So chanting without any offenses. Never compromise your sadhana. Make your life revolve around Krishna, not the other way around. Make your life revolve around Krishna, not the other way around. Huh. We are not the center of the universe. Well, the kids, sometimes they think like that. You know, the infants, the children, young age, they think that I'm the center of the universe. Not anymore. When you grow up, you're not the center anymore. Maya will be the center, not you. But Krishna should be the center of our life. And humility and Vaishnava behavior. The more you advance in Krishna consciousness, the more humble you become. It's not the opposite. neophyte, the more they become neophyte, the more they think they're pure devotee. Mm. A neophyte devotee is like this. He thinks he is the best and the rest is less. Mm. The mentality is self-centered. There's no humility there. Very proud. They're proud because of their wealth. They're proud because of their status. So don't become like that. Because sometimes devotees, they're humble in the beginning, then later on they become proud. The opposite effect will come. Why? Because again, everything is in the sadhana and in the chanting of the holy name. They will not associate with not the same status as they are. They think that other devotees are not good enough for them. Then how are you going to make progress? How are you going to make progress? So the more humble we are, that means that is a sign that we are advancing in Krishna consciousness. The more we think we are unqualified, the more we feel we are unqualified. And that's true. Pure devotee of the Lord, he thinks himself unqualified. He does not have any good qualities, even though he is the topmost. All the qualities of the demigods resides within him. He is the best example in serving the Supreme Lord because of his humility. Our Guru Maharaj is number one in that way. He's very humble. We don't know to the extent of his greatness, but he always shows his humility to the highest degree. And this is an ornament that decorates the pure devotee of the Lord. So we can ascertain, we can tell if a person is advanced through his humility. Mm. Avoid fault finding. Look at your own heart and purify it. The Guru Maharaj says. Fault finder. These are like number one enemy in bhakti. Yeah, the bhaktilata beads can be destroyed, can be uprooted through Vaishnava aparad, offending other Vaishnavas. Not just Vaishnavas, offending even non-devotees. Because ultimately everyone is a Vaishnava. We're all children of God. We all belong to the same family. So even non-devotees, we should also give respect. What we show within the members of the community, our own devotees, should be also be carried out when we deal with the outside world. Same. Not just the devotees, you are soft, and then when you're out there, you're like a lion. Hmm? Same. Fault finding, criticizing, try to avoid them. Or at least try to look inside. Do I have this quality of fault finding? If there is, then we should purify it. Purify it by serving the devotees whom we criticize. Oh, that is very difficult to do because it takes a lot of humility to do that. The antidote, if you commit a Vaisnava parad, especially, it starts with the mind. It starts with the mind. You criticize, you look external, you want to say that I'm better than you. You have nothing compared to me. But actually, that is envy because you see something from another person whom you would like to have, maybe even to a greater degree. And you will do anything and everything to attain that, even to pull the other person down. That's fault finding, that's criticism. That will not help us. Actually, that will help us sink. It's like putting ourselves in a quicksand. You will not be able to get out. Best thing is not to move. Best thing is not to criticize, not to do anything. Yes, look at our own heart and purify it. Be introspective. We can write a journal. Is a good habit, exercise. Have a daily journal and write things down. How did I react? What was my reaction? Am I being grateful today? Am I not finding any faults on others? How is my sadhana? Did I chant my rounds properly today? Am I distracted? Did I understand what Srila Prabhupada is saying in Srimad Bhagavatam or Bhagavad Gita? Yes, we should work. If we want to correct somebody, we should 10 times correct more ourselves. Hmm? Sometimes devotees, you see, they look for always correcting others, but they themselves are full of faults. Hare Krishna. Sometimes, the authorities, the administrators, the management, Prabhupada says, their duty is to look for mistakes. Their duty is to look for mistakes so that it'll be corrected. It'll be beneficial. But you try to correct a fool, he'll become angry. You can only correct also another person if you have relationship with that person. Then there is an interpersonal, the connection is there. So yes, avoid fault finding. If we want to please Krishna, we must learn to please his devotees. As Prabhupada says, if you love me, you love my dog. One who says he's my devotee is not my devotee. But one who says he's a devotee of my devotee, he is my devotee. That's what Krishna says. So if we want to please Krishna, because we cannot please Krishna directly, we pleases Krishna through his bona fide representative, the spiritual master, or other devotees. We should not think, oh, he's a small devotee. I'm not going to please him. No, you should please him. The more you please even the, the one who just joined, you want to serve, That's how Krishna will reciprocate more. If we take care more of his devotees, then Krishna will seize us more. He'll become more pleased. Okay, last few points here. On spiritual determination. Yes, we have to be determined. It's like materialists, they're determined materially to enjoy the material energy with the senses, to the sense objects. They're determined. So devotees must be determined also. Guru Maharaj says, don't give up. Krishna is watching. He sees your effort and your heart. Don't give up. Sometimes we may think or see that I'm not making any advancement. How come I still have so much material desires? I've been chanting for many years now. How come my past, I'm still thinking about it? It's coming back. There's so many challenges. The more we advance in Krishna consciousness, the greater the test Krishna gives along the way. Sometimes we think, oh, I'm not going anywhere. I'm trying my best. I'm doing my sadhana very strictly. I'm trying to chant my rounds attentively. But it seems to be I'm not going anywhere. I'm in the same stage uh, many, many years now. What shall I do? We should increase our faith every day. If we're going to increase anything, not my material desires. Material desires should decrease and faith towards the holy name, the process, Prabhupada's books, reading, studying them, the association of devotees. We should be more and more absorbed. And yes, Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur says that also. Don't try to see Krishna, but act in such a way that Krishna will want to see you. Yes? He said that. So Krishna sees our effort and what's in our heart. Hopefully one day we'll come to that platform really that we give up our desire to enjoy this material world, give up our personal agenda, and only Krishna as the main priority. So don't give up. Maybe Maya will attack us and we gave in to her allurements, to her attraction, to her trap. But stand up immediately and carry on. Continue the process. Ultimately, there is nothing that chanting of the holy name of the Lord, even the most impure, to be not pure, he'll become purified. Even our desires. Lastly here, we must become warriors for Srila Prabhupada, but with humility and compassion. Spiritual warriors, like here in ISKCON, Silicon Valley. You're like spiritual warriors. You spend some time during the whole week in book distribution, Harinam, Sankirtan, and like this kind of program, Satsanga. This will make us more and more absorbed, and ultimately, we have to do this with humility and not with pride, compassion. Oh yeah, this is the result. If you can test how can I make advancement, or how do I know I'm making advancement. If you feel there's an urge, there is a compassionate nature within you to help others, that means you're making advancement. Okay, I stop here now. Is there any question or comments? Hold on. Uh, like father, like son. You have to- Who? The son first.
March, will be there in New York. I have a flight to catch. I'm going to the ashram.
Where?
In New York.
New York?
Yeah.
I'll be there like last week of this month.
I'm going to the ashram. Today I have a flight.
What time?
11 o'clock.
Oh, you better go.
23
Yeah,
to 27.
Huh? 27?
23, 27, you there?
No, I come back at 28.
28, you come back.
20.
20?
Yeah.
Okay.
I wanted to come and at least have your darshan before I went. So I wasn't sure if you'd be there. So,
So
kindly excuse.
at least I have a fortune to see you here before you go.
Please bless me.
Yes.
Yeah, that's extremely.
You're leaving right now. San Jose? From San Jose?
Who told you to leave?
Okay. Thank you. Have a good stay there.
Take some prasadam.
Get some prasad.
Now the bread slow, okay?
Any questions? Any points from what we discussed and heard from Guru Maharaj?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Use the microphone.
Hare Krishna, please accept my humble obeisances.
Hari Bol.
Earlier you were mentioning about when the devotee is new, they may not have they may not be able to tell whether they prioritize their goals like 20% for Krishna, 80% for myself. They're still not surrendered fully, right? So in this journey, how should one gauge that I'm progressing more and more in the surrendering path? That, like for example, if there are projects that are not my personal projects, but I'm more and more desireful to contribute, even giving preference over my personal desires. So how does one gauge that you're progressing in that direction where the surrendering is increasing day by day?
Well, you cannot really ascertain it, but others can see it. You can tell also if you are making progress, if you start to have taste for chanting, that when you chant, you only chant. You don't do anything else. Again, devotees chant and they do many things all at the same time just to finish their rounds. No, as I said, it could be less time during the whole day for Krishna, but the quality that you're giving is 100%. It could be like 2 hours during the whole day with Krishna, but the quality has to be like super, only to Krishna. And the rest of the day is also for Krishna, but indirectly. Because you will not do anything which has nothing to do with Krishna. It has nothing to do externally with Krishna, but internally you have a goal. You should also always think of Krishna because this is the process. Always think of Krishna and never forget him. So you may be doing some other work, like say in your job, but you should be also thinking of Krishna while doing your job. How can I do it, Maharaj? Well, think of a sloka. Think of your deities. Think of other devotees, what they're doing. If you think of other devotees also, you're Krishna conscious. You've been to the holy dam, remembrance of your visit. You try to recollect, you remember them. It will help, all of these things. So you're Krishna conscious in that way. But it's not so easy. Especially you're with the non-devotees. You can get carried away by them if you're not strong. Again, everything has to do with the sadhana early in the morning. Is that okay?
Yeah.
Yes? Yes, Prabhu.
The mic.
Maharaj, which of these instructions was the most beneficial to you?
Which of those? Be always humble. Everything starts from there. Always be respectful. Guru Maharaj told me that. Always be respectful. He must have seen something in me that I'm not respectful, which I admit. Yeah, Guru can see not just externally, but more internally. Be humble always. That is the secret of success. That is how we can chant the Hare Krishna mantra. One cannot chant the holy name and be proud at the same time. It's not possible. But Prabhupada says we should be proud as a devotee, but not being proud as a devotee and not share Krishna consciousness to others. Then that is a wrong pride. Yeah. Yes, I'm a devotee of the Lord. Therefore, I should help others also to become a devotee. That is humility. Yeah. I think that is, for me, that is number one. Because everything, that is the root. This is the root of everything. Everything that we do will be based on that one. But not false humility. Genuine humility. Yeah. False humility means I'm also proud. I've done this, you know what? I've been there, I've done this. I've done so many things. That's not humility, that's being proud. You don't have to advertise yourself. Krishna advertises you. Yes. Devotees doesn't have to say I'm great. Krishna makes sure that everyone will know that your greatness because of your service. Look at Prabhupada. Every time he's been praised, every time he's been given credit, but what did he say? It is only due to my spiritual master's mercy. he doesn't take the credit for himself. Tendency is we always put ourselves to be credited. Yeah, that's for me anyway. I don't know about you. Balimadan Prabhu, from those, what is your? It's on, yes.
Hare Krishna, Maharaj. First of all, thank you for coming here to Bay Area, and also we are Maharaj's schedule got a little bit trapped with different things. His ticket is booked to LA on Wednesday. Where is David Maharaj? Maybe frankly that's hosting the program. So Wednesday instead of Thursday, but anyway we started it out. So Maharaj will have the program on Wednesday and then go. So I can see he's been traveling so much and doing his own schedule. And for Guru Maharaj schedule also we used to do back and forth. One year I know I did more than 35 calls. 35 really. I was counting at my phone. Maharaj called me 20 times, I called him 20, around 15 times. So 35 calls in 10 days for changing the schedules and all. So I can imagine. So I'm very much thankful that Maharaj has been spending more time in the Western world, especially as you know, he's going to Dubai, he's going to Australia, he's going to many other UK and many other countries. That is Guru Maharaj's desire. And Guru Maharaj also given Maharaj the task to lead the North American disciples. So, and I know Maharaj since 1997. We used to read Isopris of the Delhi Temple, Maharaj did not know. Very few devotees will come. And then he had been serving as a brahmachari. And then also he came as a sannyasi also. He used to serve Maharaj, but Guru Maharaj will ask, no, give Radha Maharaj a separate room where he stays because then he became Maharaj. And also he wants to give him, some special treatment because he became a sannyasi and all. But Maharaj will never take that credit in front of Guru Maharaj. He will be always still serving or guiding or chastising all the junior devotees who are serving Maharaj, and they will be popped up because they got the service. So, we are very thankful that Maharaj has exhibited humility, especially the Guru service to Guru Maharaj. Many people done many service, Harinam service, cow service, but Maharaj has been exceptionally brilliant in serving Guru Maharaj because traveling with Guru Maharaj is not that easy. It's not that easy, and Maharaj has take all the tapasya. And that's what he can talk about humility and service to Guru Maharaj because he is by Maharaj's character. Thank you very much, Maharaj, for your journey. Please give a big Haribol. Thank you. One more time.
We used to travel alone. We used to travel alone for many years.
Yes.
Only recently that there's about 5 or 6 devotees traveling with Guru Maharaj.
Yeah, last
So
3-4 years.
yeah, 3-4 years.
That happened before COVID,
Then,
2019.
yeah, before that, Gopal and I, then Krishna.
So we'd like to also thank Jadurani Mataji for joining today. And also we'd like to thank, what's the name? Surya Mataji. And Rasika Mataji and his Kavya, Nabia and family, the entire family for hosting the program tonight. Please give them a big round of applause. So we'll have nursing prayer and then after that following prasadam.
Okay?
So let's always chant nursing prayer for protection and our safeguard in the devotional service. The prasadam will be served here, Prabhuji, or what?
It's in the garage.
In the garage.
It'll be cold there. You have heater there? Wear conditions also. So we chant now, we sing our prayers.
Yes.
Who will chant? Abai chant. Abai chant, we sing our prayers.
He's going from
Oh, Balaram.
You should say.
Okay.
I'll push you.
Namaste Narasimhaya. Namaste Shri Lakshmi Nrsimhadev Bhagavan Ki Prahlad Maharaj Ki Sai Gaur Shitanath Premanande.
We'll have also tomorrow program at ISKCON Berkeley, 6:30 p.m. And Wednesday, program will be at the Kumari Mataji's home. And also ISB June online you can watch in case you are not invited or not able to come. So Maharaj also will be giving a class at Salesforce in the
Hare
afternoon.
Krishna.
Only the employees are invited. So